It's never been easier to purchase IELTS books with the show. Just go to tiki.vn, and with just one mouse click, you'll be able to find the perfect IELTS books you've been waiting for. Purchase anywhere and receive discounts. Go to tiki.vn and buy.
Hello and welcome to IELTS Face-Off show. And in life, we all love surprises. So in this last episode, I'm gonna give you a lot of surprises. Like, I am the first surprise because I'm the host of the show. But who's gonna be our guest? We're gonna look at the screen and find out who is our guest.
Hi, it's episode 20 already of season 3. This has been such an incredible season because we've had a great number of guests, amazing guests. We've had amazing people from all around Vietnam participating in our shows. And I did not know the content, the topic, or the guests before the show started. A lot of surprises. And I really do hope season 4 will also have a lot of surprises for our audience and also for myself.
Surprise. Hello, Phoebe. Responding to your request, this episode will be full of surprise. First one, please stand up. Yes, stand up.
Stand up, really?
Follow me to the studio. Yes, the studio.
Do I get to talk?
No, don't talk. Just go. To the studio. Now. Yes, hurry up. Yes.
So strange. I did not have any clues today. And our studio is completely empty. Maybe this is the clue, I wonder. Maybe I should just sit here and wait for the clue to come to me.
Now, the show officially starts.
How can we start the show? There's no guess.
Phoebe, this is the final episode of season 3 of IELTS Face-Off. Our theme will be life full of nice surprises. In this show today, you are not the host, you are the guest. And our lovely little girl, Suri, will be the host. And you know what to do now.
All right, well, I'm the guest. And this is my profile. Hi, everyone. My name is Phoebe Tran, and I've been the host of IELTS Face-Off for 3 seasons. I am fully Vietnamese, even though people ask me all the time whether I'm a Viet Kieu. I am fully Vietnamese, born in Hanoi, traveled with my family overseas ever since I was 4, came back to Vietnam in 2012, and I've been here ever since. And apart from being a host, I'm also a trainer, and I also do many other things related to Vietnamese culture, education, and Vietnamese confidence. And that is me. And today, I am so excited to be part of the show and to really have a lovely lady interview me. And I'm excited, so let's start the show.
So that is Phoebe Trần, and in the other episode, we didn't get to know about her because she was the host. But in this episode, she will be the guest, so we'll get a chance to know about her. So follow me. And now I am in the studio, and our guest is right here. Let's meet her. She is Phoebe Trần.
Nice to meet you.
So let's face off. Here we are at the studio with Phoebe Trần, and the audiences have a lot of questions for her, so we'll start.
Okay,
The first question is, you've been living and studying abroad, then why did you decide to come back to Vietnam?
I had grown up in Canada and in the US for a long time. I also went to school in a lot of different countries. But at the end of the day, I still feel like there is a part of me that is Vietnamese. I am Vietnamese. And yet I still didn't spend a lot of time in Vietnam. And so I made the decision to come back for 3 main reasons. Number 1, it is really to explore my Vietnamese identity, because I think that was one thing that will always be with me, and I didn't really understand well. And then the second reason is really because of work. I felt that there were a lot of opportunities in Vietnam that I can do to create change. At that point in time, I was working as a researcher in the US, and for me, it was just more natural to be able to really get down into the dirty and get down, into people's daily lives and just work out the problem. So 2 main reasons, and also the third reason was that Vietnam was the easiest change, and I was at a point in my life at that point in time that I really wanted a major change.
I knew that you studied biology, chemistry. Then why did you decide to work as an MC?
I get that question all the time. A lot of people ask me, don't you think it's a waste for you to study all of those things and then now not work in those fields? And my answer is no, because I also think that an education equips somebody with the skills to be able to be very flexible. And so for me, coming back to Vietnam, it really is about implementing all of the skills that I had learned in multiple years of training and implementing the discipline that a university education has been able to give to me to maneuver in a very chaotic environment. So Vietnam, I would consider to be very chaotic. It has a lot of irregularities. It has a lot of challenges, and to me that's super exciting. So no, it's not a waste at all. And I'm still implementing the skills that I had learned in science, in my life and in my work today.
A lot of people wonder that you just speak English, you never speak Vietnamese. So is that true?
What do you think?
I think you do speak Vietnamese.
Yes, I can speak Vietnamese. I used to have really bad Vietnamese though, but now having worked with a lot of youths and people and parents and people in the industry, I have to use Vietnamese. And just like you, I had to learn Vietnamese, and it's always a learning process. Yeah, so my Vietnamese is quite good, I think. As good as your English, for sure.
So you've been working with many young people. So can you tell me the advantages and disadvantages of the young people?
Whoa, that's a difficult question. I think Vietnamese young people, like yourself, have amazing, amazing desire to do better than what their parents have done. So I think Vietnam, compared to, let's say, other countries in the world, is really a place where the youths want to surpass their parents. And that is an amazing drive, an amazing aspiration that I think will propel our country very, very far.
I'm also a young person, so I think I should learn from your expectations too. You guys must be very curious to know about Phoebe's life routine. So what's your daily life routine like?
I wake up around 8 or 7:30 a.m. every morning, and my day is filled with work. A lot of it is with work. So I always say we have 24 hours a day. I spend about 12 to 14 hours with work. And then the remaining hours, I spend about 6 hours for sleeping. So that leaves me with 4 hours to do whatever. And depending on the day, depending on the season, these 4 hours can be broken down either into fun. So I love food, so I like to eat for fun. Or broken down into doing house chores. I hope you help your mom with house chores.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. I like to buy a lot of robots to help me with house chores, so that I can spend a minimum amount of time doing it. Or work again, because in my line of work, where I work with a lot of youths and a lot of their futures depend on us, we have to make sure that we do things responsibly and we're able to resolve issues as soon as it happens.
Thank you for your answer. Your daily life routine is very busy, but I still don't want to do too much of one thing. I like cooking.
Oh, that's good. That's a great place to be, to have diversity in your day. I think I need to learn how to put diversity in my own day as well. So it's good for me to learn from you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you can teach me how to cook.
Did you know that a lot of IELTS Face-Off fans called you Chị Đại?
Oh, really? I've heard of it, but I think we have a lot of Chị Đại and Anh Đại, and multiple people die in this show for sure. So I'm not the only one.
Yes, but you're famous and everyone loves you.
Well, thank you.
Phoebe, are you curious to know about what you've changed during the 3 seasons?
Yeah, I am.
So have a look at your journey.
Hey guys, welcome to Dumb IELTS.
Hey, welcome back to IELTS Face-Off. I'm so happy to see you again. You're back here with us in the studio. We'll see you again in the next section. See you next time.
So in this episode, I am not the only person who gets to ask the questions. The audiences also will ask the questions.
Fantastic, I'm ready.
Let's start with the first question.
Why did you decide to come back to TV industry with the show?
Well, I think I came back to the television industry for multiple reasons. In Vietnamese, there's this thing called duyên. I think there's no English language word that can truly represent the word duyên in Vietnamese. But to me, it is a combination of everything. Opportunities, the right timing, the right content, and the right fit. And to me, I think being in television is not a choice. It's a blessing, and it's also an opportunity.
That's the fate, but I also see a lot of passion in your words. So thank you for being the part of a show. Next question, please.
You've been experiencing a journey of more than 60 episodes with many guests. What is your favorite episode and the guest that you remember the most?
I think I have, well, it's too many to count, but I do think one of my favorite topics is the topic of the teacher, Thùy Dung. And so her topic, I think, is a great topic to just talk about that decision to travel the world and come back to dedicate to the country. My favorite guest, I think she's one of my favorite guests, but I also am thinking about Leon Lê, the creator of Song Lang. And the reason why he's left such a deep impression in me is also based on the word that I shared with you, grit. He used to work in New York on Broadway, and he's also been very, very involved in the arts. And I really see in him this passion and dedication to the arts itself. And so with him, I do see him as a creator, and I do see him as a very interesting, funny, fantastic person.
Thank you, and I hope that in season 4 you'll have the chance to meet more interesting guests. And the third question is, you live in Ho Chi Minh City, but you have to fly to Hanoi to make the show. So how do you arrange the time?
I think it all comes back down to this thing called time management and task management. I spend the weekdays in Ho Chi Minh City, and then sometimes the weekends I fly to Hanoi. What I do is I fly late at night, sometimes the last flight. I get into Hanoi, I sleep, and then early in the morning I wake up to go film. Saturday, Sunday, I tell my colleagues back in Ho Chi Minh City, I'm like, okay, these are the 2 days. If you need to contact me, it's gonna be really difficult. So anything urgent, send me an email, send me a text, and I'll call you back whenever I can. And then I spend my whole day in Hanoi filming, and then most of the time, the last flight on Sunday or the earliest flight on Monday, I will fly back so that I can be in the office by 9:30 a.m. on Monday. So that's how I do it.
So I think I'll learn from you how to manage our time. And Phoebe, what is your unforgettable memory from the day that you have been in the show from season 1?
Wow, that's a lot of memories to go through. I remember when we first started shooting, our set, as you see here, it looks very sturdy, but then at the same time, it's also very fragile. And then sometimes the set gets broken by some people who accidentally step on some parts of the set. And that is quite a laughable moment, every time it happens, because literally people are just so distraught by the fact that they just destroyed a set. Yeah, so those are some of, I would say, at this point in time, fresh memories that I find very, very endearing.
We have known a lot about Phoebe Tran and her amazing story before coming to the show. Have you ever wondered about her favorite book, her favorite quote? It will truly inspire you for sure. And as a guest, Phoebe will also be face-offed with series of challenges requested by Suri. Will she do it well? Let's wait and see. Don't go anywhere. The next part of the show comes to you right now.
With studying for the IELTS, a good prep book is a must.
IELTS books are rare to find, mostly out of stock, overpriced.
Well, but do you know there's a wealth of IELTS prep materials on tiki.vn? Ordering is a breeze, shipping is lightning fast, and they have tons of promotions to get you that sweet, sweet savings. Getting IELTS prep materials has never been easier, so log on to tiki.vn today.
So now you knew a lot of backstage story told by Phoebe. And our next question is, because last week you asked me which is my favorite book, so it's the chance for me now to ask you what is your favorite book.
My favorite book at this point in time is a book called A Winner's Dream by Bill McDermott. He used to be the former CEO of SAP, and he rose to that position by just being like a newspaper delivery boy when he was young. And he wrote this book called A Winner's Dream. It really details how people overcome odds to do really well in life, and also to encourage other people to also do well in life.
Thank you for sharing your favorite book, and you can go to Tiki app to order or read the book that she recommended. And also, you usually ask the guests about their favorite vocabulary or phrases, so it's time for you to share yours.
I think one of the phrases that really resounds to me at this point in time is, when things are going well, keep doing what you're doing well. But when things don't go well, change. And so that is the thing that I always keep in mind, so that I can definitely be very, very sensitive to the changing world, and to always be better and rise on top and always be competitive.
So thank you very much. Guys, you must remember the phrases that Phoebe just shared, because it might be useful for you later. Phoebe, and now today you're not a host anymore, but you're a guest. So you'll have to face some of the challenges. Are you nervous?
No, I am not, and I'm so ready.
Then let the challenge begin right now. So welcome back to the IELTS Face-Off challenge, and you have a lot of challenges, Phoebe. The first challenge is you will speak Japanese.
Oh, you want me to speak Japanese?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I do have something to say. Okay. こんにちは。私は Phoebe です。よろしくお願いします。That means, hi, my name is Phoebe. Please take care of me.
And the second challenge for you is you will speak Vietnamese, but in Southern Asian.
Oh, a southern accent. Xin chào các bạn, mình tên là Phoebe. Hôm nay mình rất vui được nói chuyện với bạn Suri Bảo Ngọc. Bạn có cái chiếc đồng hồ rất là đẹp. I'm not good with the southern accent at all. People tell me I sound like the Minh Tây accent, which is the Mekong Delta accent.
So the third challenge is you will sing a song.
You want me to sing a song? What song do you want me to sing?
Your favorite?
I have a lot of favorite songs. How about a Taylor Swift song? Okay. Once upon a time, a few mistakes ago. Okay, that's it. That's good enough.
So the last challenge is you will show us your dancing.
Okay, I'll show you guys a Laos dance. Okay? You want to do it? She's laughing. Okay, so this is how it goes. It's very simple. It's just like this. And then you move your arm around, and you walk around like that. And the guys do the same thing. And so will the girls. And then once in a while you speed up, and then once in a while you speed up, and then you slow down. And then you end like that. You like it? And you don't want to do it with me.
Thank you, Phoebe. And guys, don't go anywhere else because the IELTS expert section is coming right up next.
And next, are you excited for the upcoming surprise? We have our IELTS expert Lily Kentman in the studio. And we will have a chance to meet Đặng and Khánh Vy, our two familiar hosts of IELTS on the go segment. They're going to share with you a bunch of nice memories from their journey and the people that they met on the go. You can't miss the next part of the show. Comes to you right now.
Welcome back to the IELTS Face-Off studio with our expert Lily.
Well, Lily, it's been a fantastic journey having you on the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is the last episode of season 3. Yeah. Do you feel any sense of nostalgia or any sense of excitement?
I think it's been a great thing to be part of, and I think it's great that there are places that people can go online or through their TVs at home and feel like they're accessing good quality information about the IELTS exam.
Well, it's been a great journey. Suri, you want to say goodbye to our audience and tell them that don't go away yet because we still have some surprises coming right up.
So, hey guys, don't go anywhere because we're gonna have a surprise coming up next.
Wow, she's so good. What a nice surprise.
Kudos to you. She's got everything.
Yeah.
You know, pronunciation, the presence. What
Everything.
But anyway, hello viewers. My name is Tung Dang.
My name is Khánh Vy.
And we co-host IELTS on the Go. But this season, we have another person who co-hosts the show with us.
And that is Thảo Tâm.
She's so incredible, right? I'm sure you guys all agree.
Yes.
But you know what? A wonderful journey it has been. And today, Vi and I are going to have a look at some of the, memorable moments of the past 2 seasons, 3 seasons?
Yeah, 2 seasons.
For me. Okay.
Probably, yeah,
Okay.
for both of us. 36 episodes in
36
general.
episodes!
36, that's a lot,
How
right?
about that for a record?
So let's take a look at what we have been through. But what I want to look back the most is, do you know what?
What do you want to look at?
It's your progression in losing weight.
Losing weight?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
It's been a long time since I last saw that guy.
Wow. How long did it take you to lose weight?
Well, the viewers already know. It was, I think this was back in the first episode that I ever shot, first IELTS on the Go episode. It was way back, I think last summer, so maybe a little bit over a year.
Over a year.
All right,
and
so
more than 20 kilograms.
Yeah, more than 20 kilograms.
Oh my God, I want to look back at the whole journey you've been through.
Okay, so let's have a look, shall we?
Yeah. Please welcome IELTS master Đặng Trần Tùng.
The club isn't the best place to find a lover, so the bar is where I go. Me and my friends at the table doing shots, drinking fast, and then we talk slow. Come over and start up a conversation with just me, and trust me, I gave it a chance. Now take my hands, open the mat on the jukebox, and then we start to dance. No singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I might be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead.
Very, very beautiful school. This is Tôn Đức Thắng University, or TDTU for short.
Wow, a round of applause for Đặng Trần Tùng. I want to ask you a question.
Gracias.
What motivates you the most to lose weight?
My family, like my father's side, we have like genetic diabetes. So from my grandfather all the way down to my father and all of his brothers and sisters. They all have diabetes, so I was thinking like if, you know, I weighed that heavy, then at one point I'm gonna get diabetes. So I gotta lose weight to kind of lower the risk. So the weight loss journey, I mean, with the IELTS on the go journey, I think there are some interesting parallels, some really memorable moments.
Sure.
I mean, it's been so long. Do you still remember your first episode, the first one that you shot?
My first episode was in Nam Định province, in Lê Hồng Phong High School for the gifted. That it was also the first time I appeared on their TV as a host. I was pretty nervous. How about you?
So I will never forget the first episode, the first IELTS episode installment that I ever shot. It was at DAV, your school, right?
My school.
It was my first time, so I was incredibly anxious because there were a lot of things that go behind the scene that I didn't really anticipate until I got to the, you know, the scene, the set.
So let's talk about the place which leaves us the most memorable memories.
The sceneries, the views,
sceneries.
right? I mean, of course, we've been to a lot of incredible places throughout Vietnam, and Vietnam has beauty in spades. And what is the most beautiful place that you've seen for you?
Here.
Where's this?
So this is the floating market in Cần Thơ province.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cần Thơ, right?
Cần Thơ, yes. Like the first time I shot at the break of dawn on the boat. Very early morning, very scary because I'm scared of water. Yeah.
What? Really?
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't like beach, I don't like sea, but in general, people are really friendly. They sold me a lot of good things. I love it so much.
Okay, so
I want to
floating
come
markets.
back one time.
The best view, in my opinion, was when I went to Phú Yên Beach. And obviously, you know, Phú Yên, you know, has a reputation of beautiful beaches, but you know, it's one of those things where you just gotta see it to believe it, right? Like here, right? I didn't know that the ocean could be this blue, right? And I would look at pictures online and, you know, I had really high expectations, but when I saw it in person, I was blown away. What is the most, like, interesting place that you've shot?
Interesting place. Oh my god, so many that I just couldn't pinpoint one. Floating market. Oh, I remembered probably at my school, my old school.
Oh, okay.
In Phan Bội Châu High School for the gifted. Because, you know, often, how long did it take you to shoot one episode?
It usually takes like the whole morning or like...
The whole morning?
Yeah.
For me, the whole day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because from the moment I walked into the school, I have to say hi to the old teachers. Chào thầy cô, chào cô, chào mọi người.
Do they still remember you?
Yeah, sure, because,
Kind of.
I still remember me. No, they still remember. And when I shoot here, I'm just speaking before the camera and see they're passing through. Chào thầy cô, chào cô.
Okay.
I just couldn't keep filming without saying hi to them because
Did it change a great deal from when you were still in school?
No, I think everything basically remained the same.
Okay.
And it just brings back a lot of memories for me. A lot of students recognize me also, and I was like, oh, I'm so thankful for that.
You know, we've assembled, you know, like a collage of memorable moments from the 36 episodes that we have shot and produced. So let's have a look at you know, this incredible journey.
What also makes me fall in love with IELTS on the go is that, like, I'm overwhelmed with their excellence at a lot of students we meet. They're really good in English and confident.
Who do you remember the most?
Oh, they're all good. So I just want to apologize to all of the guests I've met if I choose one. But I think that I remember the most is a girl, a small girl, only 8 years old. Yeah.
Okay. Yay high.
But she's just like, she speaks English like a native speaker, very confidently.
Where did you meet her?
In Gươm Lake.
Oh, okay.
In the walking street.
Is that the episode
During
with
weekend.
like 3 other?
Yeah, right.
Okay,
It
that
has so many views on Facebook because they're so good.
Yeah, that video broke the internet.
Yeah,
pretty
oh
much.
My God.
I guess the person or people that left the most impression on me in terms of like English speaking skills were, the 3 young talented individuals I met in Dalat. And, they studied in a gifted school, so, it only made sense that their English was so incredible. They have never been abroad. I mean, they all plan to go abroad to study, but they've never been abroad, and I didn't really think that, such a level of proficiency can be attained, like, in Vietnam. So that just goes to show, like, not only me, but many, many other viewers that, it is possible. Yeah. It is possible to, get that good at English and not, having to travel, to another country.
Thank you, IELTS on the Go, for connecting me with a lot of perfect students all around the regions in Vietnam.
And now we're going to, see a montage of some of the more outstanding moments of the Voice of the Week feature.
Let's check it out.
What's up, guys? My name is Mike. And today I'm going to tell you about an occasion when I shopped at a flea market.
Hello everybody, my name is Lei Thuy Linh. I'm 10 years old and I come from Thanh province.
Hello everyone, my name is Time, joining Time from Hà Bình. Today, I'm very excited to tell you about the competition I would like to take part in.
Hello everyone, today I'll tell you a story about a day whose weather was perfect.
Well, hi everyone, my name is Nguyen. When it comes to punctuality, I got a deep experience of that.
This is Mr. Love, Mr. Love. Now I gotta choose a friend and I'm gonna go here and click here to watch more. Bye. Keep up.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Looking back at the video clip, I'm so overwhelmed with everything. Like, I want to go more and more in the next seasons of IELTS on the Go. Don't you think so?
So we cannot reveal too much yet as of now. But I can assure you we will travel more. We will eat more. Right? And there are going to be a lot more.
And Vietnam has like more than 60 provinces and cities, but we have just been through only
a third.
Yeah, 25.
Okay.
So there's more to come.
Oh, yes.
Just look forward to it.
Well, just stay tuned.
Oh, forgot. Today is IELTS on the Go. We should have a guest to take part in the test.
Yes, usually now we would have someone to come on the show and, sit in actual IELTS speaking test.
Who's that?
For Voice of the Week. So this one we're going to do it a little bit differently in a brand new format. And I think the person, our lucky guest, in this episode, it's going to wow you guys. And it's going to be something truly unique. Okay, so you guys just wait.
I cannot wait to see it.
Okay, so Lily and Bảo Ngọc, take it away.
So thank you, Đặng Trần Tùng and Khánh Vy for the recap of your lovely journey. And in this last episode of the season, I'm gonna have a big surprise, Phoebe.
Yes, and the big surprise is the Voice of the Week participant. The person who's going to participate is right here, and it's our lovely Lily. And it's not the IELTS exam, guys. It's the IELTS, which is the Vietnamese test. So we're going to put Lily to the Vietnamese test. So the examiner who's going to read the question today is our lovely Bảo Ngọc. So Bảo Ngọc.Suri and Lily, are you guys ready to face off?
Yeah, let's do it.
Surprise, surprise, surprise! For the first time ever, Lily will be the contestant in the real-time speaking test of the IELTS. Yes, you've heard it right. The IELTS exam. From the examiner to the examinee. Will she be able to manage it well? Let's see. But wait! Lily will have an ally coming to the studio to support her. And last but not least, many queries will be answered by our IELTS expert, during the last show of this season. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
Chào Lily, chào đón bạn đến với phần thi nói của IELTS. Bây giờ chúng ta sẽ đến với lại phần 1. Câu hỏi đầu tiên là bạn đến từ đâu?
Tôi là người Úc á, quê hương tôi ở Sydney.
Cảm ơn Lily và chúng ta sẽ đến với phần 2. Ở phần 2 thì mình sẽ cho bạn một đề tài, sau đó bạn sẽ nói trong vòng 1 đến 2 phút và bạn sẽ có 1 phút để chuẩn bị. Đề tài của bạn là hãy diễn tả đồ ăn yêu thích của bạn. Bạn nên nói là đồ ăn đó là gì và nó được làm như thế nào, tại sao bạn thích nó. Bây giờ 1 phút bắt đầu. 1 phút của bạn đã hết và bây giờ bạn có thể nói về món ăn yêu thích của bạn.
Món tôi thích nhất ở đấy là bún bò Huế. Bán cái nước súp mà ngon và những bánh giá Huế nào hương vị rất ngon. Có thể bỏ là lá thép và thêm rau và ăn hay gì. Đây là món đặc trứng từ quê hương chồng á và nó rất kỳ ngon.
Cảm ơn Lily và bây giờ mình sẽ qua phần 3. Câu đầu tiên là bạn nghĩ là trong vài thập kỷ nữa thì thói quen ăn uống của chúng ta sẽ thay đổi như thế nào?
Ôi trời ơi, khó lắm con. Thôi, em ơi, can I phone a friend?
Yes.
Or actually phone a family member?
Absolutely.
Thôi con ơi, mẹ kêu á. Con ơi. Trời ơi.
Oh my God, what a surprise! For the first time ever in IELTS, another person is able to take part 3. So shall we repeat the question? Hi John, by the way.
Hi.
Okay.
Chào John, câu hỏi của bạn là trong vài thập kỷ tới thì bạn nghĩ thói quen ăn uống của chúng ta sẽ thay đổi như thế nào?
Theo tôi nghĩ thì bây giờ thức ăn được chế biến nhiều nên ăn sẽ ảnh hưởng tới sức khỏe, gây kiểu những bệnh béo phì. Và theo tôi nghĩ là trong tương lai khi mọi người nhận ra những vấn đề này như về sức khỏe thì sẽ hướng tới những món ăn tự nhiên hơn.
Bravo!
Right. Thanks, darling.
Finally. Okay, no more.
How does it feel to be, on the other receiving end of the test?
Yeah, I think it's really challenging because it takes a lot of courage. It's a social risk to speak in another language, and then we're asked to sit in front of strangers, examiners.
Well, they've definitely asked me to give comments.
Go gently on me, please.
I think it's a fantastic performance.
Thank you.
Oh, so kind.
Tag teaming?
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
What I would do to improve is to be a little bit more confident in the speech delivery.
Yeah.
And to have more fluency as you deliver the speech. I do think that people are going to love it. So Bảo Ngọc, what do you think?
They did a lovely performance, but they have to speak like fluently.
I think I need to work on my pronunciation too, right? It's really hard.
All right, well, thank you guys so much for being part of the show.
You too.
Yeah, and John, thank you for your support. But I think we'd like to have your mom back because she's going to continue to answer some of the toughest questions.
Catch you later.
Catch you later.
Lily, we have a lot of audience questions for you. We're going to select 2. So Suri, Bảo Ngọc, you wanna read the first question?
Yes. What should I do if someone asks me to tell about a visit to a historical site, but I've never been to such a place?
Okay, so I think there's a couple of tricks you can have up your sleeve for those kind of curveball questions. Just tell a bit of a story. Hopefully you've seen a film or you've read a book, you have learned in school something about some history of your country or another. So just imagine, take some creative license and pretend that you've been somewhere.
You ready to follow that advice? Yeah?
Okay.
Well, I have a second question for you.
Sure.
And the second question is, I'm super busy. I don't have time to learn all of this new vocabulary. What's your advice?
When you're really busy, the secret to reaching your language learning goals, and I wish I took this advice myself, it's still not that easy to implement. But what I would say is that you need to have a habit where you are regularly digesting a little bit of English. So just get online, pull out your smartphone while you're having your coffee break in the morning, read 2 or 3 paragraphs. I recommend that people grab not just a single word, but a nice phrase where you're like, oh, that's a beautiful piece of language, and note them down somewhere or copy and paste them into the notes section of your phone. The next thing you should do is try to get an opportunity to use those. So if you are working in an environment where you get to use your English, try and shoehorn in those words. Or if you don't get to use English at your workplace, just revisit those words when you get home.
What have you done, based on what Lily has shared? Have you done any of those?
No, because I didn't have a cell phone.
Okay.
She might be really busy cooking because I know she likes to cook.
Do you? What do you like to cook?
I like to cook cupcakes because it's easy and the taste is good. So thank you, Lily, for your useful IELTS exam tips. And guys, don't go anywhere else because the next part is going to be the book of the week.
So Lily, we've gone through 20 episodes with 19 book suggestions by the show. What is your advice on maximizing educational utility of books?
Yeah, sure. So for me, I'm actually a mad fan of what we call extensive reading, which is basically about just reading as much as you can and whatever you like. And the purpose there is to expand your knowledge and to enjoy the process of reading. If people are voracious readers, they read a lot, they read widely, they can overcome all these sort of obstacles related to socioeconomic status, parents' level education, and so on. Read widely, read often.
So Suri, remember we made a promise to each other last episode that we're going to read how many books a year? 6 books a year.
Wow, that's great. Yeah,
so we've committed to doing that. And guys, now it's so easy to buy books online or with a touch of an app. With the Tiki app, you can purchase those books and have them delivered right to your door. So not having books or not having access to English books is no longer an excuse.
So thank you, Lily.
And we're looking forward to seeing you again in season 4. Hey, this is the last section of season 3. And Bảo Ngọc, I'd love to take you behind the scenes to our operating room. Would you like to see?
Of course.
So guys, be introduced to the people that's responsible for making the show possible. The first person is a VIP, very important person. He's our DOP. His name is Anh Huỳnh Cương. Do you enjoy to be part of the show?
Yes, I am.
Oh, it's his first time speaking English in a public setting. And these are 2 very important people as well, Na Tran and Phương Anh. Na's a digital producer. Everything you see on Facebook is hers. And Phương Anh, of course, is our co-producer. And how does it feel to be part of the show? And what are some of the highs and the lows for you this season?
It's definitely great to be a part of the show. And I love the moment that we are filming very creative and not following with scripts. But the low is actually when we have to manage everyone is to follow our time and schedule. So I think it's very difficult, but it's very exciting at the same time.
Well, it's great to have you guys. Without you guys, the show can definitely not happen. And if you guys continue to follow us on our social media, that is Na's work. So now you get to put a face to something. And this is a very important person. Her name is Kentman, and she's our stylist. She graduated from the Diplomatic Academy of Vietnam, and now she's doing a fantastic job with all the clothing for the show. How does it feel, and what goes through your head when you're doing the styling?
I feel so grateful to be on the show from season 2 to season 3, and one of the best things of being stylist on the show is that when I see Phoebe shine on the stage. Yeah.
Wow, my God, that's so touching. And she's done an amazing job. But of course, we'll see you in a little bit, but we want to introduce you to our set. So come with me. Come with me. Are you ready to see the set? Ta-da! Come on in. Okay. I'm going to introduce you to the next person. Her name is Tracy Dow. Hi. And she's the one that's responsible to take care of the guests. Her Vietnamese name is Hiền. How does it feel to take care of the guests for the whole season?
Well, it's an amazing job. I have many chances to talk with our guests as well as to know them more. So finally, I had a chance to finally know Mr. Park Jin-cho, my idol.
Isn't it great to meet your idol through the show? Well, I'm glad you had a chance to meet your idol. And let's go and meet some other important people. I'm seeing them from the corner of my eye right here. They are the prop master. We have Hương and Ha. Yeah, how does it feel to produce all of the props in the show?
It's quite amazing and it's really fun too.
Yes, and of course we have so many beautiful memories together.
Yeah, do you realize that some of these are made by them? Some of the props on the show? Yeah. You're so cute. And okay, thank you guys. Yeah, there's also, I'm seeing them right there. And they are the amazing, beautiful, fabulous Musketeers. Hi, Musketeers, Quang and Zilong.
What's up? What's up?
So Quang, you've been with the season for 2 seasons. You've been with the show for the first season, for 1 season.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
Well, you know, even though it's my 2nd season, but every time like I come here to the, what do you call it, the Vietnamese
television
station over here. Yeah, every time it's just like the first one, and I'm still super nervous and excited. How about you?
Yeah, every filming set is very nerve-wracking, especially when you realize that you have to work with amazing people out here. But it's been fun to be able to share our experience and our tips and a bit about sass.
You mean sass? Because I thought you were talking about something else.
Oh, sass.
All right, that's great. Well, we always hope to have you next time. Are you coming back, guys?
I don't know. I think we need some agreement from someone.
I mean, if we are if you are allowed to, then I mean, obviously.
Bảo Ngọc, do you want them to come back? Yes. All right, I'm gonna go and try and find some other person. I do think there's one important person who's supposed to be here, and she's been with us since the first season. She's also another host. So Bảo Ngọc is a host, I'm a host, and she's another host. Khánh Vy, where are you? It's been so great, you know, to have you on the show and to drown out all the noise and to be able to have you here. Yeah, how does it feel 3 seasons in? You were in our first episode.
When I first met you, I was just a high schooler, but now I'm in 3rd year student. And I'm like, wow, that's such an amazing, like a super long time, but so rewarding to work with so many amazing people. I'm so thankful.
Yeah, and she goes on the road, she goes to all the difficult locations to make sure that we catch all those amazing things. And of course, Bảo Ngọc is also one of those people that watched the show, and now she's part of it. It's cool.
So great to have you.
Yeah, so definitely always come back. And I always secretly follow you to kind of see what products you release. I may not like it on Facebook, but I'm just like, oh my God.
Oh, so amazing.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go and actually find some more people.
Yes.
Okay? All right, so Bảo Ngọc, I'm gonna take you to explore some really important people because they are behind the camera. Without them, the show would not be possible. And this is our cameraman, Quang.
Hello.
Hi, you wanna shake hands with Quang? So Quang, how does it feel to be a cameraman?
Well, you know, I'm a newcomer here, so everything is brand new to me. And working as a cameraman, I have to struggle with overwhelming workload and hectic schedule. But you know, being one part of IELTS Face-Off is my rewarding experience.
That's great. The amazing thing about a lot of our cameramen is that they're trying to learn English, even though it's not a requirement for cameramen here in Vietnam, but our guys are trying to learn English. And there's another important guy, our photographer, Thai. How are you?
How you doing, kid?
I'm fine.
I'm fine too. Amazing. So, how do you say?
I am good. I'm having a lot of fun introducing people from the crew, and I hope you're having a lot of fun taking pictures.
Yes, okay, thank you.
The pictures you see are also from Thai as well. So Thai is fantastic. Now, there's a lady. Without her, you know, all the operations would not be possible. And if you've drunk milk in Vietnam, you might have heard of her name. And I'd like to introduce Halan. She is our production manager. And there's also another group, very important. Without them, we would not have the energy that we would have, and we would not have the support that we have. It is our collaborators. They're all new this season. So our collaborators, our production managers are important. And there's another important person, and I'd love to introduce Bảo Ngọc too. And he is our producer, Tada Le. Have you guys met?
Yeah, I FaceTime her. Like when I saw her video submitted for the Voice of the Week, I know that, oh my God, this girl is amazing. And I really want to bring her to the show as a guest and also as the host.
That's amazing. So you guys have met, and because of Tada, you get to be on the show and we get to meet today.
Oh, great, right?
I think you have an idea. You're a guy of ideas. I think now you have an idea.
No, I don't have any idea, but she has a surprise for you.
What? Really? Yeah. What surprise?
We have another person. This is Mr. Huynh, and he traveled from Hải Phòng to Hanoi to see your show.
Wow.
He wears the crew outfit, so you don't recognize him, but actually he's the fan of the show, traveled from Hải Phòng. Just here to see you.
That's amazing.
Hi Phoebe, hi Ngọc. I'm excited to be on the show for the first time, and I think that it's been such an amazing experience for me to be on the show. And I think I've been studying a lot from the experts and musketeers and all the creative people here. So, yes.
That's great. Oh my God. And you look so good in the crew shirt.
You should be a part of the show.
You should be part of the show.
Part of the crew.
I'm a huge fan of the show.
He's very talented, I could tell. Show. You have something, right?
Yes. So my mission today is to bring up a little gift for you. So this is my digital picture.
Wow. Wow.
Hope you like it.
Look at that.
This is amazing.
Amazing.
Look at that. Okay, this is going to be in my museum, and we're going to display.
IELTS Face-Off Museum. It will have 100 seasons, right?
It'll happen. Well, you know what? Why don't you come join as part of the crew? Yeah. And I think, one of the things that I heard from Tada is that if you're a person who watches the show and you really love our show, Season 4 is going to be the season where viewers get to be on the show as well. Yeah.
Wow!
Isn't that cool?
That's cool.
I'm super excited about it. Yeah. Yeah. But of course, now we don't have enough time left, so this is the end of Season 3, guys. It's been an incredible journey. Everybody's fantastically amazing. Have a look at the whole crew and the whole set for once. And of course, for now, it's ciao, ciao, ciao. See you again in Season 4.